morning and welcome to Smell the Coffee on this beautiful Tuesday morning. You're joined by Diana Master and my gorgeous sister from another mister, Glenora Shipura. How are you doing, baby girl?
I'm very good, but I'm clearly not glowing as some people. Some people have a new hairstyle. You can see they're well rested. Hi-bo. I'm happy for you, Chomi.
Oh, Hole, so nice, guys. That's all I can say. That's all I'm finna say.
She's just glowing, guys. New hairstyle, who dis?
New hair, who dis? Yeah.
But I actually like the black on you, I have to say.
I hate it though.
You've been doing a lot of black. You did black last time. Now you're doing another black.
I don't know how I feel about black. I liked when it was loose, but being braided with black hair,
You're not so sure about it.
I only have one more black hairstyle in me for the year.
And then you go back, yeah.
And then that's it. But then, it's only, that one is for September. So before that, after this, I'm going back to either my blonde or my maroon. Yes.
The nice thing about Diana, when it comes to her hair, she will experiment.
I will experiment. Now you... While I was within cuddles, you were asking me, "Oh, Chomi, who does your hair? Why is your hair not done?"
So I realized. Sorry, viewers. I realized that it will take about a day to do what I wanted to do.
What did you want to do?
Maybe 4 hours, because it's a long braids, like really long. I want them really long, but unless they are gonna have like maybe 2 people or 3 people.
Chomi, I told you the problem with Glenora, guys, is Glenora doesn't listen. Glenora...
I know, you told me that I need to, but it will still be like about 4 hours. So I was just like, I don't have that time right now. I should just make the weekend, like a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning, go sit there and just sit through it.
Because the problem is, if you do it on a weekend, then you are definitely going to sit, because everybody does their hair on Saturday or Sunday. So if you go during the week, quick fast and it's out of the way. Quick fast. Because now you have like 4 people braiding you at the same time.
Oh, because now in the weekend they'll be
busy.
Oh, because everybody is okay. I see where you're
done.
coming from. Because I was just like, okay, this is like a 4 or 5 hour hairstyle. Let me do it in the weekend.
No,
that's
weekend definitely you're gonna sit longer. Now let's talk about something that's been hot on everybody's lips: the polygamist. Dun, dun, dun.
I have opinions, and I was waiting for you. I actually even told them, like, you know, when Diana gets here,
we're going to talk about the polygamist.
You put me on. Diana calls me. I don't know when you called me, but you were like, Chomi, watch the polygamist. I was like, bet. I'm still in exams. Let me quickly go through the books and then get on the polygamist.
Yeah.
I get on the polygamist, and I'm just like, I actually wanted to call you. It's just that you were busy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, every second episode I wanted to call you.
Yes.
I'm like, Diana, yo.
Yeah.
And then we come to episode 10. Was it 10? Right about the
10, 11, I remember.
10, 11.
Yeah.
And my jaw was on the floor.
10, 11 was when I stopped for my mental health. I had to stop. I was like,
I was like,
So we're not going to give spoilers for those of you that haven't watched it. But basically, now people are attacking Sdumo Mchali, the actor, by saying, "Oh, I don't even understand why they're fighting for him. He's ugly and what." I don't understand where that is coming from, because Sdumo has been a crush from when he was younger.
Yeah, I know. He's been in the industry for quite some time.
He's been in the industry for quite some time. I didn't know that Gugu Gumede, who plays Joyce, is only 34 years old.
Yeah, I found out recently as well. She posted on her social media.
Yeah.
And she was talking about, I don't know, what was it?
It was weight loss.
Yeah.
And how she now gets roles that are suited for her age, because before she'd get roles that were much older.
Much older. Yeah, but she did look, I thought, but like I get what you're saying. Like she's now kind of acting closer to her age range.
Closer to her age range.
Yes.
Yeah, so basically, one thing I can say about The Polygamist is the acting. Oh my gosh.
Everybody.
Oh my gosh. I saw this post where somebody was basically saying, I don't get the hype with The Polygamist. Some of the actors needed improvement. I was like, which actors exactly are you talking about? Because even the kids.
Everybody nailed that. Mency? You see the switch from Mency's character?
Yes.
Woo!
Everybody nailed their role.
The storyline was good. Like, let's just give Polygamous its flowers. The casting was good. I don't care what you guys
casting
are
was
saying.
perfect. Oh no,
that
casting
Jonasi
was perfect.
was not he was perfect for the role.
Casting
because
was perfect.
that is a typical married rich man look.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. The guys that are in our DMs that are married look like Jonasi.
Yeah.
So stop this thing that, because he needs to be good looking or a certain type of whatever. So they maybe wanted like a gym body, what have you. No.
They wanted 50 Shades of Grey type situation.
Exactly. This made so much sense.
This is what our people look like.
Because this man came with wealth and power. He didn't need anything else.
And if you notice, the people that are attacking his looks are not people from Africa.
Yeah, I don't know why the Americans are angry with us
for
doing the polygamous so right.
Why are you upset about our story? It's our story, right? And because I watched it with my boyfriend, he just didn't understand. He's like, what are you even watching?
Yeah.
Right? And I was explaining to him and saying, this is, because he was like, no, but all of them, what? And I was like, no, this is actually how things happen here. And even my cousin, she's married to an American guy.
Yeah.
And he also didn't understand because he was just like, no, this seems like fiction. And
There's no way.
This is not fiction.
This is real life.
This is real life.
I remember you and I once we're talking how this story, by the way, The Polygamous, is written by
Sunyati.
Yeah, she's Zimbabwean.
Yeah. And
you talked to me how there's things like the big house and the small house.
Yes.
In Zim.
Yeah.
So where the man has his main house, is married to the wife, she's the public wife.
Yes. She's the one
that everybody
knows.
And then there's a small house. That's the mistress. She gets her own home, she gets
her own car, her kids are also in good schools.
Yeah.
Basically it's just copy and paste what is happening in the big house.
Yes.
Sometimes the big house has the wedding, the white wedding and whatever, and then sometimes the small house just has a traditional wedding, and it's very small, it's very contained, because remember, he is still married and all of that. But most small houses are actually fine because they're just like, you know what, I'm living a good life. But then my problem with that is there's always going to be someone, because people like that will never be satisfied with just one person. At some point,
they're going to try and find someone else.
It's always going to be a thing. Because there's going to be a pretty young thing. There's always going to be a pretty young thing. But I found out that Lindani's character is actually a bit different in the book than it is in the series. So in the series, she used to come to, she came to the Komora's house from the time she was 8.
She was she grew up there.
She grew up there. But in the book, Lindani was just a pretty young thing that Jonasi met at the club.
Oh.
Yes.
But it still had our jaws.
It had our jaws on the floor. My sister said to me,
what? But the Jonasis are like that. I'm sorry, like this story resonated so much because everybody was like, oh, that was my ex-boyfriend. Oh, that was my dad.
Oh.
You get what I'm saying? That was my uncle. That's the comments. If you just go through the social media comments, people are like saying that was triggering.
Too close to home,
because I am UAC's child. Do you get what I'm saying?
Oh, but Sarah, guys.
Oh, I wanted to cry. I cried actually for Sarah. I cried so much for Sarah.
At first, I didn't understand until I really tried to look at things from her perspective, because it's like your dad is parading all these other kids around and you are just his dirty little secret.
I cried for Sarah. I cried, like I was just like, this girl has been done wrong.
The only thing that kept me going,
she did not need to carry that big of a secret.
No. The only thing that kept me going was knowing that he dies in the end. That was the only thing that kept me going, because I'm like, he's going to die. He's going to die. We just don't know how. He's going to die.
We just don't know how.
But can we appreciate Joyce's monologues? The first one that really got me was when she said, don't forget that I made you. I'm like, oh! And she's whispering. She's not even shouting. She's like, I made you. I'm like, oh! And then the second one was, I think, Oh, when she went to the funeral. Oh. When she went to Essie's funeral.
And she went and grabbed, and she said,
she was like,
I must share him even in death. I remember when she was crying. I had to share him when he was alive. I must still share him in death.
No.
She went and got the body. We need to give her flowers.
Everyone, even the only thing that was terrible about the polygamist was Matipa's wigs. That's it. That's the negative thing.
Everybody's angry about Matipa's
wigs, guys.
I'm actually angry with Matipa, to be fair. When I was watching it, I was like, Jonas's downfall is through Matipa. Matipa was a strategist. I was rooting for her to take him down. Listen, guys, listen. Haibo. I was rooting for her to take him down. Do you get what I'm saying? He rushes to her, and then she shows him, hey, look, you're just another guy. Do you get what I mean? Who has money? I'm here for the money. Do you understand? Then she went and fell in love. I'm like,
Matipa was in love.
You lost your strategy. She went and fell in love.
Matipa was in love.
That's my point. But her strategy was not that.
But you have to remember, I'm not saying all side chicks, most side chicks
fall in love.
Eventually fall in love. Not even, maybe even if it's not falling in love, it's a thing of you see the life and you're like, this wouldn't be so bad.
She was because a strategist.
Even thinking about, I don't think Matipa, like initially she went in
with a strategy.
Yes.
She got the promotion and then homegirl, what happened?
Eventually she's like, oh my goodness, I fell in love. And my thing was just, why are y'all having kids with this man?
Yes.
For what?
Yes.
Why are y'all having kids with this man?
You know, is it Mupe, the daughter? Pume, yes. Pume went to Matipa and said, you are a beautiful, smart, educated woman.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? And I was also screaming at my TV, girl.
Why are you
You were the one who went there with a strategy. You went there, I'm going to get that promotion. I'm going to get that corner office. I'm going to slip my... I'm not condoning that she's...
Jonasi, the way she did to...
Yes.
To Jonasi's brother.
That's what I thought, yes. Magesh. I thought that's what she's going to do. That's what I'm saying. I'm disappointed in Matipa because I was just like, this girl is going to show him flames.
No. Matipa fell in love.
It turns out the AMA 2000 did the job.
Do you know, my sister said to me, if we finish the show, because she was like, no, because Matipa and I share a name.
Yeah.
Matipa is my namesake. And I was just like, why does Matipa have to have my name? But anyway, my sister said, Diana, you are more like Lindani.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? That time I was still in like episode 11 and 12. And I was like, nah, I don't see. She's like, finish it.
And you'll know.
And then so when I called her and I said, do you really think I'm this cruel? And she said, cruel? No. Petty? Yes. You are petty to that extent. No, Lindani did the things, guys. That shower scene.
It turns out the AMA 2000 is the one that showed him flames. I thought Matipa was going to be our, you know what I mean? Homegirl just fell in love. I just like,
Matipa is a typical small house. And I can see now from Sunyati's perspective, saying she's Zimbabwean.
Yes.
Matipa has the mentality of a small house.
So you fall in love, then you want to become the big house. That's technically
not necessarily wanting to be a big house, but then eventually, even when she accepted the fact that she's now the second/third wife, it's that whole thing of, to her, it was still like, but you need to come sleep here. I understand that Joyce is always going to be there, but
please come.
You claim to be in love with me.
Okay.
I'm different. And
it's really just a girl who's in love. That's
yes. And I've seen this perspective a lot where people think that they are the exception. They're the different case. You know very well that this person is sleeping around, but to you, you're like, I'm different. It's because he hasn't experienced me. Once he experiences me, trust. And then he'll show you, no, chummy.
Yes.
You're not special.
There's nobody's above
Nobody's
the program.
safe.
Nobody's above the program.
When you get a Jonasi, run away. Stay away from married men. Period.
There's an American, it's a lot of American creators are coming online talking about the polygamist. There is one that I want us to take a look at. She just watched it recently and she was just like, yeah, she has a whole breakdown on YouTube, but this one take, I think I agree with her. Let's take a look quickly.
I don't even know what I just watched, honestly. You know what I'm going to say? I did do a full breakdown on my YouTube channel, but right now I'm just going to say that Essie was the real villain. She could have stopped all of this 20 years ago. Okay, lots of people got to go. Where? Y'all know where they got to go. If you watch this show, I want you to tell me how you felt about it in the comments. Now, there's spoilers on my YouTube channel. But baby, whoo, that was a tough watch.
Essie being the problem. You know, I actually believe that Essie is the one that gave all of them the STD.
What? The big G came from home.
I
thought it was the AMA 2000. I thought it was the AMA 2000.
I don't think it came from the AMA 2000. I'm pretty sure it came from Essie because Essie is a township queen and she was literally with every young boy there, every Ben 10 that she could get her hands on. Essie is where the big G came from.
But she's also the big problem. Because
she
is
funded the big problem.
This menace of a person.
And she allowed it from the beginning.
Because he would use her house to sleep around with all these different girls.
Yes. From the get-go, Essie knew what this man was. Essie continued to fund what this man was doing. It goes back to what I was saying just now. To say people think that they are the exception. She saw him bring all these girls around. And then when he's like, oh, no, but when you finally give me a chance,
my heart will belong to you.
It will belong to you. You've seen what this man was doing. Okay, sharp, fine. Then after all of that, she still sends him to school. Still, she sends him to school. Still, he messes up and he goes and he marries Joyce. And he comes back and says, actually, I have a better idea. Why don't you pretend to be my brother's wife? Excuse me, what? Essie, she's right. Essie was a problem.
Essie was a problem.
But all of them, but all of them, Glenn. All of them. Joyce, Matipa, Essie, all of those women.
The only one who were victims were literally the
kids.
I'm sorry, all the children, they were all victims.
Even Lindani. Lindani is a victim.
Because the mother kind of prostituted her. Yeah. That's the right word to use. Because the mother is like, this is, you know, you need to move out of here.
It was, I think with Lindani, it was just a thing of, first of all, because of how she grew up. And then obviously she's seeing the life that Mpume and Menzi are living. But then now you have the chance to be that. You understand? So with Lindani, it was her circumstances that pushed her. But she's still a victim because, again, Jonasi knew that this was a child. And we all know about grooming. Grooming works so differently because to all of us, it's like, oh, but why did she go for the older men?
But
it's different. Anyway, we'll now take a quick ad break. And when we come back, we get into our top stories. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Namibia is a land of movement, with waves that never stop reaching forward. Here, adventure is not something we search for. It is something we are born into. In every corner of this country, creativity rises, from artists, from athletes, from dreamers. And when the world comes to explore Namibia, they discover something extraordinary. Because when sport moves people, creativity moves ideas, and tourism moves the world toward us. Something powerful happens. A platform where movement meets imagination, where industries connect, where opportunity grows, where Namibia's next chapter begins. Welcome to the Creative Sport Tourism Expo. Exhibit, partner, experience. Creative Sport Tourism.
Now, this story was all the rage last week, and you will understand why in a little bit. Woman 21 thrown 130 feet to her death in tragic bungee jump accident. A 21-year-old woman was killed after being launched from an abandoned bridge in Brazil during a bungee jumping excursion that went tragically wrong, according to Brazilian authorities and multiple media reports. Chilling new footage has emerged of thrill seekers jumping at a notorious bridge in Brazil prior to the tragic death of a 21-year-old who was thrown off without a safety rope. Maria Eduarda Rodriguez de Freitas was unknowingly hurled to her death from the popular Skeleton Bridge rope jumping destination in Sao Paulo on Saturday in a stomach-churning blunder. Mr. Freitas, a local from nearby Jandira, was seen being carried in a Superman pose by two workers who tossed the young woman about 40 meters to the ground in front of horrified onlookers. Sickening viral footage showed the woman plunging to the ground with no idea that a safety rope had not been attached to her harness. Seconds after the workers release her into the air, voices can be heard in the background shouting, "The rope, people, the rope!" She suffered multiple fractures and was pronounced dead at the scene by firefighters and paramedics. 3 instructors allegedly changed their clothes and fled the scene, but were arrested a short time later at the Ponte de Esqueleto trail. Luis Felipe Feliciano Egorov, Vito de Freitas Goncalves, and Maison Fernandez Sintra are now facing charges of homicide with implied malice, Brazilian news outlet G1 reports. They're being held in preventative detention following a custody hearing on Sunday. Now, unlike bungee jumping, which uses an elastic rope and causes the participant to bounce, rope jumping uses a climbing-style rope that stops the fall in a controlled way, swinging back and forth like a pendulum. The staff in the images and video appear to be wearing T-shirts from the companies Entre Cordas. According to police, the brands are not official companies, but instead belong to informal groups of rope jumping enthusiasts who began promoting events in various destinations about a year ago. After the tragedy, witnesses said the employees had forgotten to connect the safety equipment to Maria's rope prior to her jump, according to Brazil's military police. Now, the group was charging $50 for people to jump from the bridge and had 5 other dates advertised for the coming months. When questioned by police, the 3 instructors appeared disoriented and were unable to explain why the rope was not connected to Maria. They could not remember whose responsibility it was to attach the rope, nor why a final inspection was not carried out, according to the officer in charge. The trio have denied that they changed the clothes and tried to flee, saying they remained at the location. Let's actually take a look at the video.
Ai, meu Deus do céu!
I'm literally, I'm squirming inside. I am appalled.
Yeah.
This, because you have one job in this type of, do you get what I'm saying?
And
your
you
business module is
is
literally around that thing. What do you mean nobody knew who's supposed to put the rope on? What do you mean?
We don't remember whose responsibility it was. I don't know if it was Glenn's responsibility or it was Kaya's responsibility.
You have
Maybe
one
it was
job.
my responsibility. I don't remember. I don't actually remember whose responsibility
I
it
don't
was.
know if they were answering like that, so to blame shift, or it's just literally the company's model.
And maybe.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Maybe. But my thing is just whenever you go on these bungee jumping, zip lining, rope excursion things, usually what they do is they will, even when I went rock climbing, they will always double, triple check.
Yes,
that
is
your
why I'm
rope
shocked.
is safely attached or your harness is not loose or anything like that.
That is why I am so shocked.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean she did not have a rope? I can understand if there was a rope and then it snapped in half. It was not a strong rope.
Yes.
What do you mean you throw
The rope was
somebody
literally
on the
beside.
yes, I saw in the video.
Beside. And the person who was taking the video, I have so many questions because you can't tell me that out of all of these people, not one person noticed that there was no rope. Even with her.
Maybe the person taking the video is also just another tourist or whatever going on an adventure. So you kind of don't know what goes where, but the people themselves, like the guy who was left, the one who was left behind.
Yeah.
Like what, just a quick, where is the rope?
One thing about me, because usually when you go on these excursions, they are supposed to give you a proper instruction or crash course rather.
Yes.
Say, okay,
this
so
is how you do it. Yes.
Like I'm saying, even when I went rock climbing, they'll tell you, okay, fine. So I'm going to be here supporting you and whatever. Whenever you want to come down, you let me know. And this is how you come down. And what. So these are the safety shoes. They will run you through all the safety procedures. But because
over and over, yes.
were dodgy.
That's what I'm thinking as well. This company, I feel, I might be wrong.
Registered.
It's not even registered. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, that makes
So
a lot of
it's
sense.
just
So it
shady.
just grabbed people on the street. Hey, you,
Hey,
Diana, do you
come.
want to make a quick whatever?
Come.
Come. You be bungee jumping instructor. And you be. I think so. I think they were just like, we can make money
We can make
from
money
this.
from it.
Yeah,
And so we're going to
makes
do
a lot
it.
of sense. That's why
Anyway.
those guys ran.
They should be arrested for murder.
Yeah.
Anyway, that brings us to the end of today's episode of Smell the Coffee. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back again tomorrow. Same time, same place. Ciao.